Chicago. Tonight, Bulls fans welcome back their record-setting ball club. The Chicago Bulls take on the Detroit Pistons. Hi, everybody. I'm Wayne Larrabee. Welcome to our final edition of Bulls basketball this season on WGN. It's great to have you with us. It's been great to have you with us all season. What a year it has been. The Bulls have reached the 70 victory plateau. They've accomplished all they wanted to accomplish in the regular season, and now 3 more games and get ready for the playoffs. Joining me is Johnny Red Curran. Red, while the Bulls have accomplished their goals in this regular season, for the Pistons, this is an important game, and there's much work to be done in their playoff run.
Well, absolutely, a very important game for Doug Collins' team. You know, they can end anywhere from 4th to 7th with the changes here. Now, you see the first 3 spots, Chicago, Orlando, Indiana, are all set. Miami trying to fight off Charlotte for the final spot, but those middle spots, big games for Doug Collins' team.
And there's a look at the remaining games for these teams. And again, Detroit feels the key game in the last 3 for them is at Cleveland. They do hold a tiebreaker edge on Cleveland and must win that game to maintain it.
Well, they've got a couple guys hurt here tonight, so it's going to be a tough ball game for him to win.
No, that's right. There's no question. Grant Hill is injured tonight. He's out with a sore left foot. And Joe Dumars with an upper respiratory condition. They could have played here tonight. But again, Doug Collins wants those guys ready for this weekend. Doug Collins' team, this is his first Pistons team. Does it remind you of any other teams he coached here in Chicago?
Boy, yes, it does. Of course, he's got the veteran in Joe Dumars, and he had the veteran in Michael Jordan. He had some young kids come along like Horace and Scotty, and he's got Allen Houston in that position and Grant Hill. So he's got those young people, and it seems like he's building up a very good basketball team there.
Red, what kind of Bulls team will we see tonight after the emotional win in Milwaukee the other night?
Boy, 70 wins, Wayne. How can you get a team cranked up? Phil's going to cut back some of the minutes, I'm sure, but you know, they've only got 9 losses. I think they'd like to be the first team to go through with only single-digit losses in the season. But we went to Phil Jackson and said, Phil, how does your timing figure out for your starters tonight?
One of the things we want to do is win, and win on our home court, doubly. And I think that this is a game that we want to do that. Now, the way I hope to manufacture a game like this is that you give your starters a good run, they get a good sit, they come out, they play 16, 14 minutes in the first half, and then the second half you decide what the game really requires to have a win and to generate the energy. And if you need those guys in the fourth quarter, you can always go back to them and resurface and come back with some kind of renewed energy. So I'm hoping to play them 28. That's about the max minimum minutes we're looking at them right now.
Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. The Chicago Bulls are just ahead. The starting lineup's the opening tip on WGN. Overall, the series dead even. But the Bulls have dominated recently since the fall of the Piston powerhouse teams of the late 80s and early 90s. The officials on hand to arbitrate the game tonight: Ed Rush, Ed T. Rush, Bob Delaney, Tom Donahue. Many Chicago fans were able to get tickets for and made the trip to Milwaukee for the historic game Tuesday night, but of course most of the people here tonight didn't get that opportunity, so this is their first look at the Bulls since winning the record 70th.
70 wins, wow. It still looks like a misprint.
And this is still some things never change, though, do they?
Oh, my voice is getting ruined. Oh boy.
Take a deep breath now.
Yes.
The Pistons in the traveling red with the blue trim.
Secondhand rosin. Is there any true story to it?
Yes. Dennis Rodman getting the start tonight. Southwest overhead camera provided by Southwest Airlines. I wonder if that's the one that made it over from Wrigley Field. There's a look at the view from there. The one at Wrigley Field, Red, shows all the pitches outside the strike zone.
It's amazing. You can't see high or low, but you can see wide.
Ready to go. Bulls in the home whites, and Luke Longley on the tip with Theo Ratliff. Makeshift lineup for Doug Collins and company. Lindsey Hunter and Allen Houston, the backcourt tandem. Now this might be the future backcourt for the Detroit Pistons. Michael Curry gets the start up front along with Thorpe and Theo Ratliff. Otis Thorpe, the veteran, goes to work in close. Jordan claims the first rebound of the night. Pippen on the push. Beautiful thread to Rodman, who leaves for Harper.
Oh, wipe it
Could
off
not
the
finish.
rim. That's goaltending, absolutely.
It is.
Should be even to Ron Harper, I would believe. Dennis Rodman gets the basket. Here they go down. Dennis flips it over to Harper. Harper lays it up on the rim, and
that's got to be
Harper's
basket. They'll change that. So 2-0 Bulls. Curry signed a 10-day contract in January, signed another one in February, and signed for the rest of the season after that. He's played well for Doug Collins. Been a surprise. Lindsey Hunter with a force over Jordan with 2 to go on the shot clock, and here comes Rodman to the Bulls. Ron Harper on the run.
Dennis wasn't looking for it. He was going right to the boards, had his hands down, and just went right on in, and Ronnie Harper tried to lay it off to him.
One thing you'll learn about this team, if you play on this ball club, or the Bulls, I mean, you better be expecting a pass at all times.
Scoreboard down left-hand side. Tipped out of bounds by Pippen.
13 to go on the shot clock for the Pistons. We'll keep you updated on the scores throughout the night. Many of these games in the Eastern Conference will determine playoff positioning, as we showed you at the top of the game tonight. Michael Curry, nicely done.
Came in on a 10-day contract and ended up pretty good cement with this ball club.
Yeah, he's going to be a good role player for Doug Collins in the future. Once in a while, you find a diamond in the rough on a 10-day contract in the middle of the season. 10 to go on the shot clock. Luke to the right hand. Luke Longley had what Phil Jackson termed a marquee game for him in Milwaukee the other night when he scored 16 points on 6 of 11 from the field.
Yeah, they all came in when the Bulls were down by 9, so it was big time. Good block by Luke underneath. Rodman with the save. Yes, sir. Good teamwork there. Luke gave the block, and Rodman went and got the ball.
2 minutes gone by in this first quarter. Bulls leading 4-2. There's Jordan. Longley tried to keep it alive, knocked it out of bounds. Take a look at the defense on the other end.
Well, here he comes around the side. He's going to go up, try to dunk the ball, but Luke blocked it with his forearm, and as it's going out of bounds, Dennis saves it and flips it back into Luke.
Bulls leading by 2. Real early first quarter. Allen Houston. Rodman another rebound. Ahead to Scottie Pippen, had to save it. Save it to the right man, Michael Jordan. Longley. Luke ducks in under. Rodman is there. In addition to 19 rebounds at Milwaukee, 7 on the offensive glass, Rodman had 7 points in 41 minutes of action off the bench.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wayne, it seemed like he got every big rebound. The Bulls were shooting terribly, but he went to work and got them, and really did a great job.
Off the ball, you got a foul coming up here as Rodman and Thorpe went at it, and it's on Dennis, his first in the first foul of the game. Crowd does not
agree with that. Nope.
Bulls leading 6-2. Coming up on 9 minutes left to go in this first quarter. This is Thorpe. Houston cuts clear. Around a screen by Theo Ratliff. Allen Houston leads this team. 3-point field goal shooting. Scores a 2. I'm not sure if that was intended for Luke Longley. It went off the backboard at Rodman. Here's Scottie Pippen. Rodman.
Dennis with 5 rebounds now and 2 putbacks. He knows he's not going to play much either, and he certainly would like to be over the 15 rebound a game mark, hanging right there at 14-9 to lead everybody. Dennis would be the first guy to lead the league in rebounds with 3 different teams. He and Wilt Chamberlain, the only 2 people to do that.
Rodman gets that carry. Ron Harper on the run. Harp on the tip. Nope. Otis Thorpe back the other way for the Pistons. Here's Michael Curry. Lindsey Hunter looking for room. Ratliff.
Whoop. Everybody
traveled.
Yeah, everybody thought he took off.
8-6, Bulls by 2. Here come the Pistons. Houston, a little acceleration past Scottie Pippen. Tough shot there.
Yeah, he was under the basket, came out with it beautifully.
Jordan on the other end. Scored on a foul. Yes, and it counts.
Bulls with the quick hitter again off a basket. It didn't take him the 2 seconds to get that ball down. And Michael just catches that pass, goes on in, lays it up and in. Lindsey Hunter comes with his first foul of the game for them.
So Michael Jordan at the free throw line. 1 for 3 start from the field tonight. He struggled through a 9 for 27 night in Milwaukee. 11-8, Bulls on top. Hunter and Houston in the backcourt. And Lindsey Hunter lost that as he bumped with Michael Jordan. It'll belong to the Bulls. Curry, Ratliff, Thorpe up front for Detroit. Pistons have gone to kind of a smallish lineup, so to speak. Harper sets it up for the Bulls. Jordan to Luke Longley. The kick for Pippen for 3. No. The back tap to Scottie, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to belong to who?
Bullies.
Yes, indeed.
I don't know if anybody saw it, but everybody stayed down that end, and the Bulls are going to take a timeout, Wayne.
I don't think anyone saw it, but it was a good guess. You got a 50-50 chance when there are 2 teams on the floor. 11-8 Bulls with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Nice sign there. I don't know. Take a look at Dennis in action.
There he is, the best in the business. He gets the ball and puts it back up. He's got 4 points, and he's got some pretty good statistics. Most consecutive seasons leading the league in rebounding. This will be, what, Dennis's 5th. And 14.9, as I mentioned, trying to push it over the 15-a-game notch. You know, last night the Bulls win 70, and none of the referees got hurt. It was tickle of death. The first week in a long time.
Yeah. Here's Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. Harper on the block. Against Houston to the right hand. Knocked down by Ratliff. Jordan gets it back. Otis Thorpe clears. Lindsey Hunter. Nice move around Thorpe. Utilized Thorpe as a screen all the way. 1-point lead Chicago. Jordan swings loose baseline and got bumped on the play by Otis Thorpe.
Made the shot, will not count. They'll take it out. Thorpe's first, team second. Michael with a big smile on his face. I'd like to wish Bob Davis, the ex-tickets manager for the Bulls, his mother Marge, recovering from a stroke. Hope she's feeling better watching the game here.
Drain number 3. Scottie Pippen with the first tray of the game, and the Bulls lead by 4.
You and I were talking about Pip staying outside a little bit, not going to the hoop as much, and I'd like to see it when he starts hitting those shots.
Otis Thorpe tied up by Luke Longley, and Luke had the hands extended a bit instead of straight up in the air, and that's why he was called for the foul. His first, the second on the team. Well, you bring up the point on Scottie Pippen, Red. In the last 6 games, he's only attempted 15 free throws, 27 three-point field goals.
So he has been perimeter. Yeah.
So he's been more perimeter. You know, he's not getting to the line. He's not driving to the basket, getting fouled. That type of thing is what we were talking about.
Ken Dade, happy birthday to you. 47 tonight. Your girlfriend, Karen O'Donnell, said she'd like to wish that to you.
I think Karen's about 21.
I don't know.
Here comes Scott. Jordan. Michael with 5.
We mentioned that Joe Dumars has an upper respiratory problem. He won't play tonight. And also their fine young player in Grant Hill has a sore left foot. And you and I talked about it before. They'd like to have him ready when they play Cleveland. And
Thorpe wheelhouse is off the glass, and Jordan is there.
Michael's rebounding has been terrific in the last 20 games.
10 to go on the shot clock. Pippen for 3. Ring it up.
Well, we talked about him staying out there. He's done that, and he brought his eyes with him tonight. 2 threes.
Coming into tonight's game, in the last 6 games, he was just 5 of 27 from the three-point range, 18.5%. So Scotty comes out tonight, hits his first couple. Bulls leading by 8. Biggest lead of the night for either team, and Lindsey Hunter the pull-up. Longley the rebound. Under 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's Scotty. Luke on the block.
Dennis says, use your head.
Use your head. Go right at Otis Thorpe. Jones for 3.
3 threes in a row. 2 by Scotty, 1 by Michael now, and the Bulls going out to an 11-point lead.
Dennis Rodman basically telling Luke Longley, look, you're matched on Otis Thorpe.
Yep.
Go to it. He's a forward. You're a center. Now Thorpe facing Longley. 8 to go on the shot clock.
Second foul on Luke. Luke tried 2 arms to close him down, so Thorpe picks up the foul. That's only the 3rd team foul, but the 2nd on Luke.
Luke in his 3rd game since returning from the injured list.
You and I were talking before the game too. If you didn't hear, John Sally has been activated for tonight's game. Bill Wennington got kicked in the thigh and a calf on a recent game, so he's on the injured list. Now Dennis Rodman picks up his 2nd foul. Hand check, they said. So 2 fouls on Longley, 2 on Rodman. But Sally's back, and I expect he'd get a lot of playing time today because Phil would want to see before heading down to make up his mind on the playoff roster how John's going to fit in. And there's John Sally. Tony Kukoc takes off the jersey, and he'll come in the game for Dennis Rodman. He says, no, I'm okay. That's a technical foul on Dennis.
Technical on Dennis.
So Bob Delaney tees him up. Here's the play. Dennis tries to get out in front, but they call him for a hand check.
So Curry will inbound. The Pistons trailing by 11. Theo Ratliff the target. Now they work it back to Otis Thorpe. Pistons playing shorthanded here tonight, as we mentioned. Houston, beautiful feed of Thorpe, who almost had his arm taken off him. Boy, he was hit hard.
Looked like Jordan was the culprit that time.
That's the case.
There it is, a little pick and roll screen, and he goes into a pack, gets hammered, and they shoot 2 free throws.
Thorpe at the line, shooting 2.
Otis Thorpe at the free throw line. This is his 3rd team in the last year. Houston, Portland, and now Detroit. Don't forget the Bulls shoot the Bowl 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Grant Park. Call 312-455-4000 for more information. 1 out of 2 at the line for Otis Thorpe. And here come the Bulls. Leading by 10. Jordan sets it up. They cleared it out for him. He takes the 3-pointer and hits again.
So the last 4 baskets now have been 3-pointers. 2 for Mike, 2 for Pip.
Meanwhile, the Bulls have built a 13-point advantage. Talk about 3-pointers. Kerr up off the bench. Lindsey Hunter nets a tray for the Pistons. Tony. And it tipped away, but a foul call. Foul.
He held up 11, didn't he?
Yeah, he held up 11. There's no 11 on the floor. Michael Curry is the closest to it, so he gets the foul. Curry wears number 12.
Yeah, absolutely. You and I saw him coming out of there with a finger on each hand and saying, what is this?
Yeah.
It's not even one on their roster.
No. Scotty. Otis Thorpe the rebound. Here comes Lindsey Hunter. On the feet of Theo Ratliff. Had it knocked away. Thorpe on the reverse. No. Kukoc the rebound. Tony on the push. Kerr on his right. Here's the lead. Luke Longley. Got too deep and had to pitch it back outside. And as he did, Houston comes up with it for 3. Thorpe. Tipped by Theo Ratliff. Ratliff again. Harper the rebound. Pistons have had their opportunities in close. Have not been able to convert.
Look at Harper. Everybody getting a shot at a three. That's their 5th one right here. Harper with his 5th point. Timeout.
Timeout, Doug Collins and the Detroit Pistons. 2:24 to go in the first. The Bulls by 13, 28-15.
Welcome back to the United Center. Bulls up 28-13. Now, it would make sense for Chicago to have their superstars on the bench with the regular season waning, the playoffs approaching. You wouldn't think that to be the case for Doug Collins' team. The Pistons still jockeying for that playoff spot. They could go from either 4 to 7. That just goes to show you that Grant Hill is, in fact, hurting. That foot, Doug Collins told me, is pretty sore. Joe Dumars, a really bad cold. But like you said earlier, John, they hope to have him back for the final games of this season.
Final games coming up against Cleveland and Milwaukee for this Pistons team. And those two guys could have played in this game anyway. Maybe got burned out and lost the game here. And then what good would that do them this weekend?
Absolutely.
So that was Doug Collins' thinking, and I think it's very sound thinking indeed.
Well, here look at this. There's 7 Pistons on. Oh no, that's Sally and Edwards with us.
Yeah. You saw the three-point shooting. Incredible performance so far from the arc by the Bulls. Otis Thorpe on the block against Sally. You get the roll? Nope. Somebody hit the rim. Tony takes the carom off the floor. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Harper sets it up for the Bulls. They clear it out for him. Kerr at the arc.
There it is, Steve. You got it. Take it. Right now, in his face. In his face.
Edwards sets and fires. Lindsey Hunter back the other way. A little tentative on that possession. Hunter on the drive. He got slapped, I believe, by Harper.
Ron Harper on the foul.
Yes, it was. Ron Harper, you're right.
Oh, I had a going away party last night for Dan Donovan, leaving go away Dan party, and he's heading for Phoenix, Arizona. A good friend of mine, and Martha and Frank Langham, they just came in from Arizona today to catch the ball game. They wanted to see 71 here.
You thought you came from a long way to see this game. Pause here for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Missed them both.
Hunter misses a pair at the line. He's only a 71% free throw shooter. That's a little surprising. Lindsey Hunter is known as a good shooter. Coming up on a minute left to go, first quarter. Bulls still leading by 13. Steve Kerr. Picked up on a switch by Lou Rowe. Tony Kukoc against Lindsey Hunter. Boy, they had a big mismatch in terms of height. Kukoc to Hunter. And the Bulls have 2 seconds to go on the shot clock as the ball was knocked out of bounds by the Pistons.
You know, it's amazing the great year that Grant Hill is having. He's only led him in scoring in 2 out of the last 12 games. So they've had some other guys step up, which is very good for a team going into the playoffs.
Notably, Allen Houston has stepped up big time. And once in a while, Otis Thorpe with a big scoring night. Bulls turnover gives it back to the Pistons. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Chicago by 13. Lou Rowe, the rookie out of UMass. Harper with Kerr, Kukoc, Sally, and Edwards. John Sally with it now. Kukoc on the weave.
Tony scratches the first time. The Bulls should get it back for one more shot here in this quarter.
15-point Chicago lead is the biggest of the night. Kerr guarding Lindsey Hunter. Terry Mills in the game now.
Oh, high for the steal.
Passing lane on the steal. Oh, Luka jam.
He was trying to protect so much against Curry that he just flat out let it go, and he'll hear from Scotty on that one.
Lindsey Hunter nearly had it picked away from behind again. Gets it back and hits with 2.5 seconds remaining. 30-17, 13-point game. Kukoc just inside the midcourt stripe. Let's fly, and the first quarter has come to a close. Ron Harper down on the other end. And now being looked at by Chip Schaefer, the Bulls trainer. And we will return and have more on that injury coming up after these messages at the end of one. Bulls 30, Pistons 17.
All right, Chicago 30, Detroit 17 after one from the Southwest Airlines overhead camera. We'll take a look at what happened. Here's Ron Harper trying to catch up to Lindsey Hunter. Here's James Edwards, and now watch what happens. Harper will try to block the shot and come down and step on James Edwards' foot and then fall into the out of bounds. Here we go. Watch it. There he comes right there. He steps on the foot, hops, skips, jumps, and he's down. They've got him off sitting on the side, and Randy Brown is in now for him.
Let's set the lineup for you. Randy Brown, Steve Kerr, Sally, Kukoc, and Edwards up front for the Bulls. Start of the second quarter. Edwards the fall away. Terry Mills clears for Detroit. Mills, Don Reed, Lou Rowe up front. Hunter and Curry the backcourt. Lou Rowe the set and fire. Is there.
If you don't have a program, you better go get one now with all these new faces on both teams. Tony over the top, everybody for a slam.
$25 from McDonald's to Charitables every time a Bulls slam dunks in tonight's game.
Yeah, let's hope he sent a lot there, huh?
Yeah, I hope so.
Hey, come on.
10 to go on the shot clock. Pistons need to assemble their offense. 5 to go. Lindsey Hunter a force.
Whoa!
The glass, high off the glass.
Way up there. Lindsey Hunter, this is the guy we thought was going to be paired up with Joe Dumars and be the guy that came in and spelled Isaiah Thomas, and he slowed down. Allen Houston took over, but now he's gotten a little stronger as Steve Kerr gets into the scoring column.
Kerr, a good quick release off that screen. And the Bulls lead 34 to 19.
Think the Bulls have any interest in Isaiah?
No.
How about Dominic Wilkins coming back saying he'd like to join some team before they go into the playoffs? Randy Brown. Watch this dunk for the little guy. Oh, William. What was that? He can get up there. You know that.
36-19.
Bulls come out of the gate here in the second quarter with a 6-0 run.
Hunter on the drive.
No help in the backside.
Interior defense up in Milwaukee was weak in the first half for the Bulls the other night, but they were able to tighten the screws in that second half despite an off night offensively. Kerr chased out of the corner. Brown, quick ball movement to Kukoc. 5 to go on the shot clock. Tony off balance with the left hand. Terry Mills position of the rebound, and that's a foul on Edwards.
Loose ball foul. James Edwards is first. The team's first.
Here's a steal by Randy Brown over in the sideline. Tight ropes. Goes down. I thought he was going to hammer it, and he goes, oh, left hand.
So Edwards picks up his first personal foul, first on the team.
Hey, Randy. Come back. Randy,
Lindsey Hunter. Terry Mills out of the floor. Yep. And he had a great night last night, Red, in helping Detroit knock off Indiana. 102-93. Mills was 4 of 5 from the arc, 6 of 10 from the floor in the ball game last night. That one good for 2 points a moment ago. Edwards in traffic, which is where he likes to be. He likes to feel contact when he makes that fall away.
Well, you're right. He hunts it a little bit, bangs and then fades back.
Lindsey Hunter a force there. Sally and Edwards responsible for the rebound. Kukoc to Sally. Sally just lost the handle on it as he made that reverse pivot. 38-23, Bulls on top. We are second quarter from the United Center. Good to have you with us on our final telecast of Bulls basketball here on WGN.
Trying to go to Mills on Tony. Try to go a little one-on-one.
Mills, but Tony played him pretty well there.
Yes, he did.
But Mills gets the rebound. The putback is good, and the foul is on John Sally.
They did a good job the first time, but Mills just charged the basket, makes it. Allen Houston comes in.
Don't forget, on an upcoming Chicago Bulls home playoff game, it's Miller Genuine Draft Poster Night. First 10,000 adults entering United Center receive a Chicago Bulls poster, compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. The word from the bench on Ron Harper: sprained left ankle. He is gone for the rest of tonight.
Could be a tough one.
Yeah.
One of the toughest sprains I had in my career was when I came down on the guy's ankle, and it was almost like it was broken.
The athletes will tell you they just as soon break it. Sometimes it's easier to recover from a break than a bad sprain.
And Harper's been a big part of this ball club as Randy Brown scratches for his second basket here. Long J out of the corner.
I'm glad you said that, John, because as you look in the paper each morning, you may not see 19, 20 points a game from Ron Harper, but what he does for this ball club, and it's so integral to their success, you don't read about in the newspaper. It's the little things. Picks up down low on the rebound, and a foul coming up.
Just what you talked about, Harper. He had 5 rebounds here in the first quarter.
Terry Mills picks up the foul on that scrum down low, his first and the first on the team. You know, how many times did he deflect a pass on a fast break that broke up the break? Maybe he didn't get a steal, but it stopped a break.
That game last Sunday, national television game in Cleveland, he went in and got 15 points, big, you know, and then in the game in Milwaukee, he gets a nice layup from Michael on an out-of-bounds play, and he hits a couple free throws down the lane.
What's the defense he plays? Kukoc to the left hand. Tony with 6. The last goal, perhaps, of the regular season for the Bulls: stay healthy, be sharp for the playoffs.
Yes.
And
this was a bad omen tonight to see Ron go down. I mean, they've got some problem with that. So their game is just a little isolation with Tony.
Terry Mills missing the jumper. Sally tried to lose the board. Kukoc on the run to Randy Brown in traffic. No, but a foul. And he'll go to the line.
It's funny how many times they try to take advantage of Tony on one end. They run down on the other end, and he's giving them some problems. So that was Allen Houston's foul.
On Houston, his first and the second on the team.
I'd like to wish good wishes to a good friend of mine, Paul Fong from Chef Shangri-La, North Riverside, was injured in a fire there recently, and we hope his recuperation is coming along. Paul, we're happy to see you again on duty.
Randy misses the first. Dickie Simpkins reports on. Here's what's on tap. Halftime, Cubs highlights. Jerry Reinsdorf talks more about the Bulls and their future. And we'll have first half highlights and stats. Randy'd like to pick up the second free throw here, give him 5 points so far. And he does. The Bulls leading 43-26. That's the biggest lead of the night, 17 points.
Look at this.
Here comes Randy Brown.
There's the shot I was looking for. That was a monster by the young man, 6'2". Boy. Man, that'll send another. You should send how many? $50 to.
What did you and I chip in? We'll send $50 for that. Judd Bushler in the lineup now for the Bulls. Allen Houston goes to work. Nice move across the lane. Houston has 6 on 3 from the field. 45-28 Chicago. Brown, Bushler, Kukoc, Edwards, and Simpkins on the floor for Chicago. Randy for 3.
Whoa! He doesn't shoot that very often, but might as well start taking him these last couple games and see if you can make them.
Curry and Houston in the backcourt, and this is Allen Houston. So Allen Houston hits his second in a row. He has 8 points. Mills, Ratliff, and Don Reed up front for the Young Pistons.
Michael and Scotty in the back on the bench.
Tony gets by Theo Ratliff, and Ratliff reaches in and knocks it away. Ratliff leads this team in blocked shots with 113, averaging almost 2 blocked shots a game. That time he gets picked up for his first personal, 3rd on the team, breaking the action at the United Center with 5:52 to go first half for the Bulls by 15.
Welcome back to the United Center. Bulls up by 15. We have an update on the condition of Ron Harper, who turned his left ankle on that play underneath the basket with James Edwards. According to the medical staff, they're going in for x-rays, but just a sprain. He will not be back tonight. Of course, the question will be, will he be back for the remainder of this season? We should have an update later in the game. John?
Well, let's say he can't start Saturday, Sunday, be interesting to see who Phil moves up in the backcourt. He's been moving forwards around all season with Dennis hurt and Pip taking a little bit of a break. He's come with Tony. In that spot, he's experimented pretty much with the power forward and the small forward, but it'll be interesting to see who he moves into the starting lineup.
Boy, Cleveland putting a hurting on New York. Tony at the free throw line hits a pair. 47-30. Bulls on top again by 17. Biggest lead has been 19 points here tonight. Jordan back into the lineup for Chicago. Reed down low on Simpkins. MJ the board. Jordan to Simpkins off his hands in traffic, and here comes Lindsey Hunter. The feed for Reed. Beautiful pass on the break, and Don Reed the deposit. 15-point Chicago advantage. Brown, Jordan in the backcourt. Bushler, Kukoc, and Simpkins up front. Michael.
He didn't forget where that ball goes in.
13 for MJ. He certainly did not. To him, it's like riding a bicycle.
Yeah, that's right.
You never forget.
His 8th scoring title. Wow. He'll break the tie that he and Chamberlain were in.
Terry Mills to Don Reed on the block against Dickey Simpkins. Got a bump there down low. Simpkins first. Third on the team. On Saturday, April 20th, Bulls battle the Pacers. It's Gatorade White Hen Pantry Mini Basketball Night. First 5,000 kids 14 and under entering United Center receive the Bulls Mini Basketball. Compliments of Gatorade and White Hen Pantry. Scottie Pippen back on, replacing Tony Kukoc, who off the bench scored 8 points in his first run of the game.
So Pip played 10 minutes in the first quarter. Michael played 9. They might finish out this half and get limited minutes in the second. Pip got him all over the arm, but he gets away with one that trip.
Here comes Michael for 3.
He got hit. Yes,
Lindsey
sir.
Hunter, and that'll be 3 free throws. He got him
Absolutely.
beyond the arc.
Absolutely. That one went like a dying quail out of Mike's hand. Hit short. So Michael will shoot 3. Doug says, what is this? The same thing happened on the other end. There's Dolores Jordan, Michael's mother, enjoying the game, watching her son.
Michael with 14 now here tonight. The Bulls lead 50-32. What Phil Jackson mentioned to the pregame show was that he might give his starters extended periods of rest. In other words, whereas maybe Michael would come out for 5 minutes, he might take him out for 10 minutes or something like that along the way. But again, as you know, Red, you being a coach in this league, if there's a fine line between getting a team rested and ready and rested and stale.
Yeah, well, what Phil has done well with these guys, you know, you look at the last quarter, there's several games this year, the 70 they win. Michael doesn't get in, doesn't play the last quarter. He or Scotty or Dennis.
Allen Houston up and firing for 2.
Hey, you better cover him. This guy can shoot.
Yes, indeed. And you better cover him out beyond that arc as well. 52-34 Chicago. 10 to go on the shot clock. Michael, quick turnaround.
Oh boy,
I think they better cover him too.
Yeah, he may get his average here in the first half. 3:55 left in the second quarter. Big output for the Bulls. 54 points.
Michael 6 of 9 Red from the field. Scotty trying to pry it loose is called for the foul here as he tried to knock it away from Allen Houston. First on Scotty, 4th on the team. But again, Jordan's efficiency, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from the arc, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. That's how you get 18 points and play, what, barely 10 minutes?
Right. Well, the Bulls, what are they, 5 out of 9 from that 3-point area. Nice job there.
Under 4 minutes to go, first half. Terry Mills. 7 for Mills. 54-36 Chicago. Michael given the outside shot by Houston. Wow. You gotta wonder about that. I mean, he was out there with him anyway, kind of dared him to shoot. Boy, the Bulls red hot, 6 out of 10 from the arc. Terry Mills. Pippen open, and Bushler picked him up, and I believe that's Scotty picking up his second foul in the last 30 seconds or so. That's 5 on the team. 57-36, Bulls on top. There's Doug Collins. What a fine job he's done with this ball club. You know, last year, Red, they were giving up 106 points a game. This year, 93 points a contest. That's a huge difference.
Excellent coach, and I think he learned an awful lot when he was with the Bulls, you know, and sometimes you say, well, if I had to do it over, I'd change some things. He's done it, and he's really done a super job with this club.
And he has an excellent staff under him, too. Alvin Gentry, a longtime collegiate and NBA coach. Last year at this time, he was the head coach at Miami.
How about Brian James, right up from high school?
And a very good pickup there. He's a smart basketball man. Pippen throws it away. Brown almost intercepted. Lindsey Hunter on the run for the Pistons. Brown
His third steal.
Hunter gets it back, and now what do we have? A kick. Kick coming up here.
Detroit Pistons.
And a timeout called by the Pistons. It'll be their ball when we resume. 2:45 to go first half. Bulls in command, 57-38. The Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Chicago's Grant Park. Call 312-455-4000 for more information, or check the Tribune on Wednesday or Sunday for an entry form. Sponsored in part by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, Sport Mart, Salem Sportswear, and Toshiba. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr. Skip Ellison is our producer-director, assisted by Mandy Cohen. What do you think?
The Bulls of 170. Can Jack play? Jumping Jack play. All right, Dennis Rodman back in the lineup again. Steve Kerr in for Pippen. And we just got a note here of Cyril Remack watching in Phoenix again tonight. Every game on GN.
The inbounds to Reed. He's got Hunter in the backcourt with him, and Hunter sets it up. Hunter and Curry the backcourt. Ratliff and Reed up front, along with this man, Terry Mills. Good move around Dennis Rodman. Rodman got a piece of it.
Defensive player he is. He blocks the shot, gets the rebound, and here's Bushy in the corner. No, sir.
Lindsey Hunter. Bulls leading 57-38. Hunter weaving. Mills wide open for three. That's his shot. As I mentioned, he hit a bunch of those last night. He was 4 of 5 from the arc, 19 points in a very important win for Detroit over Indiana. Simpkins to the left hand. That's goaltending to call on Theo Ratliff.
Dickey gets a bailout there. That was about 2 feet short of the basket.
Exactly.
But, like they said, tomorrow looked like a nice dunk. Here it is. He turns around. That ball is falling short. But it was on the way down.
2 minutes left to go, first half. Bulls have hit 23 of 40 from the field, 6 of 11 from three-point land. Pistons on the attack. Mills against Rodman. Boy, Mills really stumped at the moment.
Offensive foul. Yes, he did. He went the other way. So Dennis comes up with a nice play. Mills with the arm out, and he'll pick up his second foul. Dennis facing him up. Now he turns around and back in, and he hits that arm into Dennis, and that's where you saw it.
Dennis really had him stymied there, though. I mean, Terry Mills was not quite sure what he wanted to do on that particular play. The previous play, Dennis had denied him an opportunity down low.
What they've done here is not very hard to figure out. They're just trying to go down to Mills and let him go one-on-one. If it's not happening or sagging help, they'll kick it out and try for three.
Kerr had to change his mind in midair. Gave it up to Don Reed. Lindsey Hunter on the move for the Pistons. Terry Mills, quick release for three. Bushler, good position on Ratliff for the rebound. Crowd wants Dennis to go for three.
This guy will go for three.
10 to go on the shot clock. Michael for three.
He would like to go for three. You could see it. Foul down here. It's on Dennis.
Yep. Loose ball on Dennis Rodman, his third.
Dennis Rodman, his third.
So 62 seconds here to end the first half. Bulls going for victory 71. You know, 70, 71, those numbers are all over. They've achieved that. Their next big number when the playoffs start will be trying to win 15 games. That's all they want to do is win 15. Don't have to be in a row. Nope. Just get to 15 and you get that 4th ring.
Reed makes good on his first, and he will have another. Lou Rowe back on, replacing Terry Mills. Bulls owner Jerry Reinsdorf on the right of your screen there. He will be the subject of our halftime interview. A minute left to go, first half, 59-43. Bulls with the lead and the ball. Simpkins traveled. So turnover Chicago. And the Bulls with a 16-point advantage. Pistons get a shot at it. 48.6 seconds remaining. Again, Doug Collins' team, if you joined us late, no Grant Hill tonight. Sore left foot. No Joe Dumars. He's got an upper respiratory infection. Lindsey Hunter tried to manufacture a bucket there. Rodman the rebound. Outlet pass off the backside of Rowe to Lindsey Hunter. Steve Kerr knocked it away. Simpkins, Rodman, Simpkins had it stripped away and picked away by Lindsey Hunter. Somehow he comes up with it. Final seconds ticking away. Bulls lead is 16. Hunter the pull-up. Rodman rebounds as time winds down in this first half. Jordan did not get it away inside. Michael Jordan in an extremely efficient first half. 15 minutes, 7 of 11 from the field, 3 of 4 from the arc, 4 of 4 from the line. He had 5 rebounds and 21 points to lead the Bulls to a 59-43 halftime advantage over the Detroit Pistons here at the United Center. Coming up after this station break, Dan Roan and the WGN Sports Halftime Report.
$16-point halftime lead tonight. The Bulls leading the undermanned Detroit Pistons. And with the exception of Ron Harper's sprained ankle, everything pointing toward victory number 71 at the United Center tonight. Good evening, everybody. Dan Roan with WGN Sports Halftime. The Bulls and the Pistons treated to a special laser show in honor of the Bulls breaking the victory record. Hope Grant Hill and Joe Dumars enjoyed it. They are injured and ill, respectively. And without them, the Pistons could not defend the strike. First it was Scotty, then it was Michael. The Bulls made 5 3-pointers in the first quarter. Lindsey Hunter trying to pick up the scoring slack for Detroit and doing it the hard way here. But even the Bulls reserves are having big nights tonight. Randy Brown knocked him down, took it away and dunked it, and the Bulls with a halftime lead 59-43. Other NBA games, Charlotte losing big to Milwaukee, and if they lose, the Hornets are all but out of it as far as the playoffs are concerned. Orlando by 20 over Atlanta in the fourth, and also Cleveland busting up the Knicks. The Cavaliers may get the number 4 spot in the East. Other scores, second quarter scores, Dallas in front of Denver, the Clips by 3 over Houston, and a couple of other games, Lakers leading San Antonio big in the second, and later on, Utah and Vancouver. Blackhawks bumped out of the United Center today by the Bulls. Enrico Ciccone throwing one down, just like the Hawks did to Calgary in their playoff opener last night. Very impressive start for the Hawks and for Joe Murphy. 2 goals and a helper in Chicago's 4-1 win.
I'm going to get my chances, I feel. I'm working and going to the net that they'll come, and it's just a matter of them going in or not. And some nights they go in and some nights they don't, and last night they did.
They did in Game 2 tomorrow night. NHL scores tonight. Toronto leading St. Louis in the second. Colorado has a 1-goal lead over the Canucks in the first period. Then in the Eastern Conference, it's Philadelphia leading Tampa Bay in the third, and also the Rangers down 2 to Montreal. It's 3-1 in the third at the Garden. And we are back with Bulls owner Jerry Reinsdorf and more right after this. Bulls owner Jerry Reinsdorf has been quietly appreciative of his team's achievements this season. Today, Jerry sat down with Wayne Larrivee and talked, among other things, about the team effort that's brought the Bulls to this point.
You have to have 2 or 3 great players to win, but you can't do it with only 2 or 3 great players. You have to have, a so-called supporting cast. that picks up the slack and gets the job done with the great players. And that's what we've been lucky to have over the years. But you have to always change. I mean, if you don't change, then you get stale and you go backwards. So there's going to have to be some changes. You alluded to Scotty. Under the NBA rules, Scotty's contract can't be negotiated for another 2 years, so there's really nothing we can do on that.
At Wrigley Field today, Luis Gonzalez among the heroes as the Cubs open a series against the Giants. A 2-run double and a 5-run first inning, but the wind was blowing out. And this shot off Matt Williams' bat was last seen bouncing down Kenmore Avenue toward Evanston. Giants rallied big but wrecked their own chances with some terrible defense. Wild pickoff throw, bad catch at first, really. That led to a run, and the Cubs win by 1, 7-6. That's a 3-game winning streak. Other baseball scores, National League, Pittsburgh over St. Louis, Montreal winning tonight, so is Florida over Atlanta in the 6th inning. American League, White Sox with a night off, Milwaukee leading Kansas City. Boston finally won a game over Baltimore, Detroit and Seattle later on. Tragedy in the Nebraska football family this afternoon. Quarterback Brooke Behringer was killed when the small plane he was piloting crashed into a farm field. Behringer had helped the Cornhuskers to a national championship in 1994, was hoping for a look from the NFL in this weekend's draft. He was 22 years old. And that's it for WGN Sports Halftime. Big lead for the Bulls at the break. Enjoy the second half, everybody, and we'll see you on the news right after the game.
Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr back at the United Center. And good to have you with us on our final evening of Bulls basketball on WGN. And it is a first half that saw the Bulls at times play very good basketball, and these Pistons kind of hung in there.
Well, there was good news and bad news. The Bulls with those 59 points, that's an awful lot of points to put up. The bad news was Ron Harper turned an ankle. We understand that the x-rays prove that they're negative. It's a moderate strain. We don't know. He will not be back tonight. We don't know for the next 2 games. But highlights of the game, yes, let's take a look at tonight, some of the highlights. First one we see is Tony to Pippen to Michael, and Lindsey Hunter says, go ahead, I dare you. Go ahead, I dare you. Watch this. I'll even put my hand on him. Go ahead. Okay, 3. That was pretty good, Mike. Nice job. Full tongue extension on that. And then we come down here with Pippen with the ball. Pippen over the Harp. Harp looks at it, not there. Back to Pippen. Nobody around him. Ratliff closes, but too late, and Pip knocks one down. He did a great job of shooting the threes tonight. Pip shoots, and who gets the rebound? Well, the best rebounder in basketball, of course. The guy with the pink hair knocks it back in. And let's take a look at the starters' minutes on the season. Scotty 37, Michael 38, Harper 23. Here's what they've done tonight. Phil has done a nice job of keeping things down for these guys. And Ron Harper, of course, will only get the 12 minutes there. All right, Southwest Overhead Airlines camp. We'll take a look. Now, what they want to do, Steve Kerr wants to force Hunter to go to the right. Now, what happens is the whole area is cleared out here. No defenders in that area, so Steve doesn't get any help on this play as Lindsey Hunter will take the ball down. Look at that area. Boy, oh boy, he looks at it and says, I can't believe this. This is like the warm-up drills.
First half statistics, and the Bulls shot very well and dominated on the boards. A little sloppy with 11 turnovers, but hit big time from 3-point range in that first half of play and got 21 points off the bench. Close the best regular season in the history of NBA basketball. And then the real season begins, right?
Yes. But you cannot take that away from them.
No.
70 wins.
That should never be diminished as a great accomplishment. Jordan hits the first shot of the second half. 23 for Michael.
Boy, a big screen by Luke. He's got that big wide body, catches the ball, gives it back to Mike, and just enough to knock the defensive player off rhythm.
Bulls leading 61-43. 10 to go on the shot clock for Michael Curry. Longley holding Thorpe, apparently, is the call down low on the block. It's the third on Luke and the first on the team in the third quarter.
We haven't seen Bill Wennington and won't the rest of the year. As I mentioned, the first half, he's on the injured list, and they activated John Sally today. Sally had some playing time. I thought Randy Brown did a nice job. He had 3 steals in that first half.
Thorpe to the hook shot. Kukoc clears. Jordan Kukoc, Pippen, Rodman, and Longley on the floor for the Bulls. Hunter, Houston, Thorpe.
You know what?
There's Kukoc down low, and
Take a good look at this lineup on the floor. You might see this one a lot with Harp being hurt. Okay, you got Michael, you got Scotty, Rodman, Pippen, and Longley in there. That could be a tough lineup to cope with.
Foul on Detroit on Allen Houston, his second personal, first on the team. Now Jordan to the fall away, left it short. Rodman cleans it up.
Dennis Rodman with his 10th rebound, his 6th point.
And the Bulls lead 63-43. Lindsey Hunter sets it up. Hunter in Houston, as I started to say, then Curry, Thorpe up front along with Theo Ratliff. Curry from the outside. Ratliff rebounds. Strong against the glass. Who are these guys, Red? Theo Ratliff. Michael Curry.
Well, they have done a nice job for Doug Collins. They've been a nice supplement to Dumars and Hill and Allen Houston and Mark West. And
we haven't even seen West tonight.
No.
Kukoc from the corner. Rodman the rebound, taken away by Hunter, but he fouled him on the play. Third personal on Lindsey Hunter, second on the team. Go down the list. I mean, you talk about Eric Lechner. He's been in and out of different teams, camps. Don Reed, a second-round draft choice out of Georgetown. 3 rookies made this team. My point being, at 45 and 34 with this club, and I know they've got a great player in Grant Hill, but this is a great coaching job done by Doug Collins, a team without a true center of any kind.
Yeah, you know what? It's a great job to take because you can only go up.
Yeah.
You know, they had the championships, the 2 championships, and then just weren't able to turn it around.
Luke Longley almost lost that rebound. So Theo Ratliff going to go himself. Tried to save it, saved to the wrong side. The big man had too much dribbling territory to cover. 63-45 Bulls. Action a little sloppy here. The Pistons trying to assemble offensively. Curry into a crowd. Ratliff the fall away.
They ran into Luke, and Luke, he just dropped.
6 for Theo Ratliff on the fade. 63-47 Bulls.
2 baskets here in this quarter to start off for Theo. Hey, Luke, you get a little jumper here?
Nice feed from Scottie Pippen. Longley second from the field. He has 4. The Bulls have led every step of the way in this ball game. Houston to Thorpe. Thorpe, kind of a wild shot there. Ratliff rebounds. Pistons have a fresh shot clock. Allen Houston for 3. From his tiptoes, Houston hits on his first 3-pointer of the game. He has set the club record for 3-point field goals made in a season.
Uh-oh, Mike, what do he got? Oh, what has he got? Catches it with one hand. Pip, it's a good thing that didn't go out the window, but Mike turns it into a spectacular jam.
The feed from Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. Boy, I tell you, talk about an exclamation point. 17-point lead, Chicago.
Lindsey Hunter thought he had him covered, too.
That's when you're really in trouble, when you think you've got him covered.
You look down at his feet, and all of a sudden his feet are over your head.
Michael going baseline. Banged it off the side of Ratliff, and it's picked up by Allen Houston.
Somebody get up on him. He'll take the 3.
Houston by Pippen over Longley. Rodman the rebound. 17-point lead, Chicago.
Yep.
Pippen for 3. Loose ball foul coming up on Michael Curry of Detroit. It's his second personal. 3rd on the team.
The team's third.
5 up. 5 up. Everybody says 5 up. Right, Phil? Or trying to give me a high five. I couldn't tell what they was doing there.
It's 5 up.
Okay. Too short of a drink, huh?
Yeah. A little too early for the high five. Here's Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Nice look to
Boy, Tony, that is the longest you can hold a ball and make a pass out of it, rather a shot.
Barry Bonds likes that movement of the ball. Appreciate this Bulls ball club and the athleticism he's seeing here tonight. Hunter for three. Off the mark there. Rodman the rebound, and he's out on the run. Kukoc pulls up 4-3. Ring it.
Boy, oh boy, what a jump. Fast break by Rodman. Up to Pippen, a firing up and a jump shot. I mean, that's off the fast break.
22-point lead for the Bulls is their biggest of the night.
What do you got? Come on.
This is what's great about this ball club. 70 wins. They know they're not going to have a lot of time out here. They could have come out and just put it on cruise control, but they knew, you know, they're in their house. They don't want to lose another game. They want to stay in single digits in losses, and they don't want to disappoint their fans. 426 sellout. Wow.
Otis Thorpe with 4 points, and the Pistons are back to within 20. Pippen to Kukoc. Tony backing Michael Curry. 5 to go on the shot clock, and Houston bumped Pippen. The shot won't count. The foul was called before the shot. Got a timeout on the floor. Allen Houston picks up his third personal. 4th on the team. Bulls begin to pull away here in the third, leading by 20. That's the WGN Sports Suite here at the United Center. We'd like to take this opportunity. Boy, the food looks good, Red. I wonder if they'll save some for us for after the game.
Yeah.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors, many of whom will see a game from time to time from up in the luxury suite, who have been with us on Bulls basketball in this historic season. Don't forget, fans, at an upcoming Chicago Bulls home playoff game, it's Miller Genuine Draft Poster Night. First 10,000 adults entering United Center receive a Chicago Bulls poster. Compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. Good time being had by all in the United Center here tonight. Bill Wennington on the bench. Got a, as you mentioned, a calf muscle injury, and he will sit out the last few
like I said, at Bill's age, you could call it a cow.
Yeah.
Not young anymore.
It's a cow injury.
I'll hear about that from Billy.
Bulls resume offensively, leading 72-52. Longley to Jordan. Good interior pass. Michael, a tough turn shot there.
Oh!
Got it knocked away by Jordan, picked up by Rodman.
Why not, Dennis? Why not?
No.
Tony.
The tip.
Why not, Dennis? Have a little fun tonight.
Tony Kukoc, who up until the last 2 games has put together 16 consecutive double-digit scoring performances for the Bulls. His best stretch of his career. Houston in and out on the bank shot. Rodman to Pippen. 74-52 Chicago. Michael the fadeaway. Nothing but net over Lindsey Hunter. Jordan with 27. 76-52.
There's he played 22 minutes.
Bulls are hitting 57% of their shots.
Well, you remember what happened here when Detroit came in earlier in the year.
Otis Thorpe in traffic, tried to muscle one up. And a foul coming up on Dennis Rodman, I believe.
Is it Luke or Dennis? Luke.
It's Luke, yeah, you're right.
Remember what happened when the Pistons came in earlier this year, and they went along, and it didn't look like the Bulls had anybody ready to hit. What did Michael do? He knew Doug Collins, his old coach, sitting over there. He threw 53 points at him.
Almost the double nickel.
That's right.
Almost, yeah, you're right. Jordan elevated his team that night. Thorpe missing on his first to the line. Otis has been somewhat quiet tonight. Just 4 points for Otis Thorpe. He does have 6 rebounds. Lou Rowe, the rookie, is on.
Otis Thorpe, Buck Williams, Horace Grant, Dennis Rodman. First 3 I talked about are the guys that do all the posting up offensive work, doing a good job for a power forward position. And Dennis doesn't care about anything but getting that ball off the board and playing some pretty crisp defense.
4.5 to go, third quarter. Dennis Rodman. Here's Michael, the quick release. 30 for Jordan.
got what, four threes tonight.
Coming up on 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Don Reed trying to get free on the block. Kukoc is too far back defensively, sagging in on him, so they go to Thorpe up high. Now Reed over Luke Longley. Otis Thorpe the rebound, got a loose ball foul coming up, and it's on Otis Thorpe. Let's pause here for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
The WGN News follows our game. Otis Thorpe picking up his second personal foul. The team is over the limit. So Thorpe has a seat on the bench. Theo Ratliff back into the lineup. Ratliff, Reed, Lou Rowe, Michael Curry, and Lindsey Hunter on the floor for the Pistons now. Against Longley, Kukoc, Rodman, Jordan, and Pippen. This is not Dennis's specialty. He's 51% from the free throw line.
That means that your money is on this one.
Yeah.
He's already clanged that one.
That's right.
Did somebody say they were going to get him into the Chicago Bricklayers Union here or what?
Somebody said they're going to get him a union card? Is that what you're talking about?
That's
Michael
it.
on the runway.
Yeah, I knew he was going in. Rodman says, I knew he was going in too.
80-52. Chicago on top. Michael Curry.
Dribbled it right off his foot, trying to do a little bit too much.
Quickly, the Bulls up and running. Chicago looking to put this one away in 3 quarters. Dennis for an outlet. Somebody got trampled in close, and it was Scottie Pippen.
Scottie and Michael Lampa, they both collided, went down, and a bullet pass off of James Edwards' hand. Rodman with a smile. This is what this game is about for the Bulls this year, heading towards victory, 71.
80-52 Chicago.
You know, if we talk about the 38-1 in this building, the 70 record, the single-digit 9, but how about 32-8 on the road? There's only 3 teams you and I were talking about that are better at home than that road record the Bulls have.
Don Reed with an authoritative move. He has 6. Kukoc finds Rodman, right back to Tony. Lou Rowe clears. Kukoc went down hard. Lindsey Hunter. Rowe pulls up.
He's taking 5
Ratliff on the putback.
Rowe's taking a couple shots that weren't even close up there, but Ratliff is a guy that can certainly get off his feet.
Lou Rowe coming into tonight's game had not played due to coach's decisions in 20 of the last 29 games, so he's getting his feet wet, so to speak. Edwards to the left-handed hook shot. The tip by Dennis Rodman. No. Rodman another rebound. A loose ball foul coming up on Detroit, and it's on Theo, or rather Don Reed. Timeout called on the floor. We've got a break in the action. 2:27 left to go in the third. 80-56. Bulls.
Welcome back to the United Center, everybody. This is not Dennis Rodman, in case there's any confusion, but you can see the trend is sweeping the nation. In fact, it's been so much fun covering Dennis Rodman all this season, I decided to take a memento home with me here on the last game of the season. Guys, what do you think? I've got my airworm tattoo, the Rodman skull, and the, I guess that's the basketball and crossbones.
I want to know where you're going after the game.
No, that was a nice tattoo with a watch, too, wasn't it? You know, he didn't spend any bread for that watch.
My goodness. Bill Weir coming to a bicycle club near you. Post game. 2:27 to go. I said the foul was on Don Reed, sending Dennis Rodman to the line. Rodman makes good on his first. Now, does this mean he's going to miss the second?
Well, he could. We're looking for Rodman to get a double-double again tonight. He's got, what, 16 rebounds. He's getting ready to move back. There it is. Look at that. That's like hitting a 3 for Dennis, making both of those babies.
Rodman with 9 points. 82-56 Chicago. Theo Ratliff. 3 rookies on Doug Collins' team. This is one of them. Dennis Rodman, another rebound. Here comes Scottie Pippen on the run. Pippen on the drive. Beats Rodman to the reverse. Not that time. Hunter, the pull-up in the lane. And Lindsey Hunter is 13. Pippen right back for the Bulls. Off a screen by Edwards for 3. Hunter the rebound. Curry from the outside for 2. Rodman another rebound.
Well, he gets the ball out too. I mean, he doesn't fool around. He looks to see if somebody's at half court and they get the pass. James Edwards up. A little push by Ratliff, but
should have pushed him a little more. James might have made that. James likes contact on his shot. There's some contact. Lindsey Hunter manufacturing a shot, and a foul coming up. It's on Steve Kerr. Well, the evening is done for Michael Jeffrey Jordan, who finishes with 30 points in less than 3/4 time on the floor.
Michael with the big bags of ice. Look at the center. They can't afford any other. Luke's rubbing just a little cup of ice on his knee.
There are the minutes so far for the principals for the Bulls. And Phil Jackson hoping to keep everybody under 30 minutes tonight.
Look at guys. Luke's got to take a paper cup and rub his. Mike's got big bags out there. It's like an ice truck. The old ice trucks pull up behind Michael and dump the ice for his knees.
Are you telling me that's something about status?
Seniority.
Yeah, that too. Bulls leading by 22. Right through the hands of the big man Edwards. 3 finishes. 8 points for Don Reed. Getting a little sloppy now for the Bulls. The big lead down to 20 points. 82-62. Biggest lead tonight was 28. Under a minute to go, 3rd quarter. Kerr swings loose. Normally he makes that little shot when he jukes one guy out of the way and then swings to the air. Lindsey Hunter. Foul coming up on the drive. It's on Dennis Rodman. His 4th. Penalty situation now. 2nd foul on the Bulls in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. But it was not on committed against Lindsey Hunter, who drove on the play. It was a loose ball foul committed against Lou Rowe, who was in position for the rebound.
And scratch in this game. Lou Rowe misses that first one off the rim. Tony comes in for Dennis. Dennis.
Now listen to the ovation Dennis will get. 18 rebounds. Dennis Rodman 9 points. Maybe Chicago basketball as Rowe misses a pair.
So that should bring him up over the 15 mark to lead the league.
Scottie Pippen leaves for Steve Kerr. Good feed. Edwards on the fade. Reed on the break to Lindsey Hunter. Hunter, good move across the lane that time. He crossed it over. 17 for Lindsey Hunter. 82-64. Chicago with the lead and the ball. Final seconds ticking away. 3rd quarter. Kerr for 3 to beat the clock. Whoa! Would have been beautiful. 3 quarters in the books. Michael Jordan's night is done. 12 more minutes to go to victory number 71.
82-64 after 3. And how about this? Dear Mr. Rodman, can our teacher have your jersey for show and tell tomorrow? We think you're the greatest player ever. Miss Stasica's kindergarten. P.S. Can you make your hair rainbow next time? How about that? Are the Bulls hot at home, Wayne? Why?
There's the best record ever by an NBA team at home, 40-1, and you get the impression the Bulls want to at least equal that mark.
Just for fun.
It's been that way all season, hasn't it? Start of the 4th quarter. Detroit on the attack. Mills tried to thread the needle to Ratliff. Bushler comes away with it off the steal. Kerr gets a screen from Kukoc. Tony left open. Tony on the drive with the left hand. Don Reed the rebound. This is Lindsey Hunter. Hunter gets the step. Contested by Edwards. Denied by Edwards, and a foul coming up on Reed.
Boy, everybody got hit in that.
Make that Theo Ratliff on the foul. Second personal on Theo Ratliff. Misread his number. 52 and 42. What's the difference? Who are these guys?
Look at this. He gets hammered a little bit here, and then James Edwards goes up. He gets it from Ratliff.
Kerr for three. Second in the NBA in three-point field goal shooting. Steve Kerr puts his first mark on the board from the arc.
Right, comes in this game sitting in the second spot behind Tim Legler of Washington.
Kerr has shot well of late in the last 5 games. He's made some big buckets for the Bulls.
Oh, man.
Short, I guess. That's what they were yelling down there. Short. Theo Ratliff. He was about 5 feet short. Bushler, 5 feet long on the other end. 85-64 Chicago. 10.5 to go in the game. Reed double down from Bushler. One of the few times we've seen the Bulls double down here, and Bush picks up a foul. His first and the first on the team. Hey, on Saturday, April 20th, the Bulls battle the Pacers. It's Gatorade White Hand Pantry Midi Basketball Night. First 5,000 kids 14 and under. Entering United Center, receive a Bulls Mini Basketball, compliments of Gatorade and White Hand Pantry. 85-64 Chicago. Theo Ratliff. The first pick of the second round of the draft. Lindsey Hunter on the drive. Mills. Bushler the rebound. Two minutes gone by in the fourth. Randy Brown looking for room. Edwards backs in. Randy's got the open three. Theo Ratliff the rebound. Here's Don Reed. Good break that time by the Pistons. And they're on the board here in the fourth quarter. Kerr looking for room around a screen by Edwards. Bushler out of the corner for three. Ring it up.
Good movement, swinging it around. Bushy, just be patient. So the Bulls have 2 baskets in this quarter, both threes. One by Steve Kerr and one by Jedley.
Bulls are 10 for 21 from the arc. 88-66 Chicago. Ratliff on the block. Nice move there. He has 10 points, reaching double figures. I said he was the first pick of the second round. He was the 18th pick of the first round of the June draft. Reed was a second round pick for Detroit. Brown off the glass. Randy has 9, getting extended minutes here tonight.
The 3 steals I mentioned in that first half. Comes in and puts a stop on it. He's going to be the guy that they're going to have to go to in the playoffs when they get that real ultra small guard to play against.
Don Reed a little strong there. Tony Kukoc the rebound. Tony running the break. Oh yeah. Delivered and Brown in the reverse. James Edwards lost the handle on it, and let's see. I got a foul coming up. Yes, indeed. Foul is on Terry Mills. His second, make it his third, second on the team.
Yeah, he had 1 offensive foul in there, so Bushy will take it out. He's trying to get Ratliff. Got a cramp, I believe, in his leg. Trying to work a cramp off.
And they need a 20-second timeout here, so Ratliff trying to walk off that cramp. Give us an opportunity to remind you to pick up your Fan Appreciation Extra Value card at the Bulls game on April 18th. That's today. This valuable card, a great way to save. Brought to you in part by Midas Auto Systems, Experts, Nancy's Pizzeria, 7-Eleven, Fannie Mae Candy, Black Angus, Gourmet Steaks, and Phillips Flowers and Gifts. And I'm sure all 20,000 plus that are here tonight have picked up their cards.
All right, the Bulls rosters will be determined Monday, the playoff teardown. And you see Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Longley, Kukoc, Harper, Kerr, Wennington, Bushler, and Brown, it looks like. Brown playing himself on here. You got Simpkins, Caffey, Edwards, Sally, and Haley. So they can only keep 2 of those 3 guys. While you're at home thinking about it, you'll find out Monday.
8:23 to go in this fourth quarter. Bulls lead 90-68 over the Detroit Pistons. James Edwards backing Terry Mills to the fade. Reed clears the rebound. Here's Lindsey Hunter. Got the step to the lane.
Boy, nicely done. Down that lane so easy, wasn't it?
19 for Lindsey Hunter. We're 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. Chicago's lead is 20. Oh, there's the low from the winner, Tony Kukoc.
Oh, Bushy went way up, and I'll tell you what, Bill Wennington, Jack Haley jumped off that bench. Fantastic.
Pistons trying to reassemble here. Lou Rowe. Threw it away. Yeah, for Lindsey Hunter. Take a look at this play.
This is it. Tony Kukoc with the pass, and this is not Michael or Scotty. It's Bushy. Look at this. Bill Wennington loves it. Let's take a look at it from the overhead Southwest airline cam. Watch it. Bushy takes a run in. There it is. Whoa, perfectly timed.
Kerr, quick release. Gets it back and converts. 7 for Steve Kerr here tonight.
I think Doug was right in resting Joe Dumars tonight. And Hill, he thought he was going to come in here and be in the Lions' den or Bulls' den, whatever you want to call it, and he certainly is.
The game they have to win is Cleveland and then Milwaukee the following day. Mills traveled and gets away with it and scores. 14 for Terry Mills. There the injured. There's Grant Hill on the right, Joe Dumars on the left of your screen, the injured Stars. Tony for 3. Ring that. 16 for Kukoc.
Just turning around, changing the direction of the passes. The Bulls have 3 threes in this quarter.
Boy, the bench playing very well right now, Red. Don Reed tipped away from behind by James Edwards. Going to belong to the Pistons with 13 to go on the shot clock. Timeout called on the floor. 6:24 left to be played in the ball game. Bulls in command. Right now being orchestrated by Tony Kukoc. All these statistics we show you on the screen, those guys are responsible. John Walgren on the right, Mark Stensel on the left. Some of the other people in the truck force, Janice Devine. And there is our producer-director, Skip Ellison.
How about John Walgren and Skip Ellison spent all day combing their hair and they forgot to bring it.
Oh, you are cruel.
Great work all year long by those guys. We've had some great production meetings. I know Mandy Cohen's sitting back there somewhere, but Sandy probably, they probably sent Mandy out for coffee.
Well, Mandy will only make appearances on Dateline.
Yeah, with her Northwestern cat suit on.
Yeah.
Still, she's the only one that'll take the trophy, you know, for the games that turned up.
Time winding down to the Pistons. Hunter on the runner. Randy Brown says, let's go, and he is pushing it up in a hurry to Bushler.
Whoa, another one. Randy Brown went down and got hurt. He turned his ankle. Bushy. What are you doing out here?
Randy Brown looks back into the play. Bulls leading 99-72. Don Reed to the left hand. Here's Kerr. Simpkins. Denied by Reed, but fouled. Take a look at the previous break by the Bulls. Randy Brown in the middle. Bushler, and there's some contact, and Brown went down hard. Well, I tell you, Randy apparently all right. He's still in the game. But you don't want another guard getting injured here.
Absolutely.
Ron Harper went down earlier tonight, in case you missed it, with an ankle sprain. Miller Lite scoreboard. Orlando won tonight. So did Milwaukee, knocked off Charlotte. Boy, those last 2 teams in the East, the playoff positioning, Miami and Charlotte.
Somebody's going to back in, huh?
Yeah, somebody's trying to back in. 172, Chicago. Eric Lechner was clubbed by John Sally. And on Sally, his second personal foul.
It's only the third team, so they will not go to the line.
The team second.
Second on the team. Non-shooting affair regardless. Hunter sets it up. From the outside, Reed try to bloop a pass into Lechner. Well covered by Sally. Bulls looking to rotate the ball here. Sally to Kerr. The triangle to the right, go to the middle, and we got a push on Eric Lechner. Lechner's first personal.
The Pistons personal foul, Eric Lechner.
It's 4 on the team now.
The team's 4.
Coming up on 5 minutes to go in this one. Scottie Pippen has shut it down for the night. Corner. Here's Sally. Back door to Bushler. Dickie Simpkins gets a chip shot out of this and converts. 5 for Dickie tonight. 102-72. Bulls by 30. And again, the Pistons have been playing without Grant Hill and Joe Dumars tonight due to injury and illness. Lou Rowe knifing inside. Good look to Reed on the reverse. He did not finish. Randy Brown on the run for the Bulls. That equals 5. John Sally looking for a cutter. It's Simpkins up high. Over Reed. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the game. It'll be real interesting to see Monday who is kept on the playoff roster. Here's the steal by Randy Brown.
Randy's 4th. And a hand check, little foul on the side by Lindsey Hunter. He picks up his 4th, but Randy Brown with his 4th steal does a nice job. And if this was a softball game, the slaughter rule would be called.
So Randy Brown will go to the line. He has 11 points.
He was going to throw the ball back to John Sally, but when he saw that Lindsey Hunter was going to let him go right on in, he took it and gets a 3-point play out of it. So Brown with 12.
12 for Randy Brown, and
Pistons can't have this 4 minutes left go quick enough, can it?
No, they just want to get out of here and get on to the business at hand. That's Cleveland next. Lechner off the mark there. Bushler retrieves. Pistons will play the Cavaliers on Saturday and then Milwaukee. And they feel they'd be in fairly good shape playoff-wise if they win those 2 games. They will move up about as far as they can expect to go on the playoff ladder. Maybe as high as 5th or 6th. Kerr left open. Reed to Hunter. Pistons back the other way. John Sally set it.
You can hear it all the way over here. You got that microphone sitting up there right behind the basket. Listen to this, John Sally. Oh, he let it out.
Michael Curry picks up his 3rd personal. Kerr on the move off the jump. Dickie Simpkins looking for room. Don Reed to Lindsey Hunter. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the game. Curry the pull-up. Michael Curry 2nd from the field. He has 4 points. His first field goal since the initial quarter.
Bulls will not hurt their differential again tonight, will they?
12 points, Red. You know, you think about it. That's an incredible number in this season of numbers for the Bulls as well. Kerr had it knocked away, knocked out of bounds off Steve Kerr and out of play. That is, I believe, going to end up being 2nd best in terms of differential in the history of the NBA over the course of 1 season. Bulls winning big here tonight at the United Center.
.105, Pistons 74. Let's take a look at a replay. You know, you hear things in a game that sound strange. Listen to this as Michael Curry charges into John Sally. You heard both guys go, oh, and the whistle blow at the same time. That's how rough it is out here.
It hurts just to hear it. Steve Casey, John Eckert, Pat McGowan tonight with some of those great replays, and we appreciate their efforts on this season of Bulls basketball. 2:35 left to go. Bulls 105, Pistons 74. Sally denied that feed to Reed and knocked it out of bounds.
Ed Wyans, if you're watching tonight, an old neighbor of mine where we grew up, your daughter Annie Mesko is safe at the game here and said to say hello.
Hunter to Curry. Lou Rowe works the board. Got fouled on the drive. John Sally picks it up, his third. Only the third on the team. About a shooting affair. Boy, I think Phil Jackson was getting whipped here tonight. he's the whippy, isn't he? Is that what he is?
I would.
No, he's the whipper. The whippy is Doug Collins.
He's the whip master.
Yeah. Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Chicago's Grant Park. Call 312-455-4000 for more information, or check the Tribune Wednesday or Sunday for an entry form.
Well, the Bulls heading now to their 71st victory. Single-digit losses for the year, only 9. And Phil Jackson with a 413 win, 159 loss. That's what, 723. Randy Brown with a long deuce.
14 points for Randy Brown.
2 minutes to play the ball game.
Under 2 minutes to go. Ball tipped away from Reed. Picked off by Randy Brown. Oh, and the Red Sea. And Moses went through.
A left-handed jam by the little man. What a game he is having tonight. And the bench loves it again. Big Bill Wennington up. They said, do it, Brownie.
109-75 Chicago. Off the hands of Lou Rowe. Brown to Bushler. Randy for 3. Nope. Steve Kerr trying to keep it alive and does. Dickie Simpkins tracks it down. A minute 20 to go. Bushler, 8 to go on the shot clock. Simpkins gets baseline, was stripped of the ball.
Listen, let's listen again. We listened to a foul. Let's listen to the slam by Randy Brown. Watch this. Down the middle, it's open. Oh, Paul Keller on audio picked it up. Look at this. Boom.
Look at that board. That's like the tune that thing. Looks like an Elton John keyboard, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look at all those guys in the bench in suits.
Look at this. Think Elton John could play that?
I got it.
You got Crocodile Rock in there or something? He split a pair at the line to Dickie Simpkins. 6 points for Dickie. Randy Brown's performance tonight is a season high, 16 points. Under a minute to go. 110-75. Lechner trying to muscle it up. Lou Rowe again works the board hard. That time he finished. Hasn't done that all.
No.
Bulls polishing off victory number 71. Brown trying to hit Simpkins, taken away by Reed. Lindsey Hunter had it knocked away from behind by Randy Brown, kicked out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons, I believe. Lindsey Hunter near the foul line actually kicked that out. Ball was bouncing around like a pinball.
How about a great job that Trio Video has done for us, Wayne?
They've been marvelous all season long, and we certainly appreciate them here on Bulls basketball.
You know, talking to Skip Ellison, he just loves working with these guys. They've done a great job. Hi, how you doing? I give you a high five. I get in there, Dave Campbell. Campbells are coming.
Final seconds ticking away from this one. Victory number 71. The Bulls add to the record. Don Reed, the final bucket. And the Bulls have defeated the Detroit Pistons 110-79. For the Bulls, their 71st win of the season. They're 71-9, 39-1 here at home. Dennis Rodman, 9 points, 19 rebounds. With Doug Collins, wishing Doug luck over the weekend, and 2 very important games coming up for the Detroit Pistons this weekend against Cleveland and Milwaukee. Rodman heading off. So far, he didn't take the shirt off. Maybe that's not going to happen tonight. Apparently no shirt for you. We will be back to wrap it up from the United Center. 110-79 Bulls over the Pistons.